Hello there. This is an instructional video for the Arterials AI traffic counting software. So you start up just by clicking the shortcut. You'll get that on your desktop after you install it, and you will see a UI interface like this. Now, the first thing we're going to do is bring in our traffic video. For this example, I'm just going to be looking at a simple two-way traffic count recorded with the phone camera. And we're first going to give that intersection or location a name, so we can call it two-way demo. That is the location, and I know that I am interested in the eastbound and the westbound directions. The start time of my recording was 8 a.m. Now, if you're doing a 12-hour long count or 8-hour long count, 15 minutes is a default interval that is appropriate for most cases. This sample video I have is hardly 3 minutes, so I'm just going to record a 1-minute interval. So I'll have traffic counts from 8 to 8:01, 8 to 8:02, 8 to 8:03. Skip frames I'm going to leave at 1 because my video is of medium quality. I'm not running 60 FPS or 120 FPS. And I'm interested in getting both my fully annotated video and the QA snippets. The fully annotated video is going to be a reproduction of the original video you imported into the software. So if it's an 8-hour long video, it's going to be an 8-hour long video. That's going to be annotated with all the AI detections on it. The QA snippet is only going to be 1 minute and 30 seconds, so that's good for just your quality assurance that your traffic is being detected adequately. Because we have a short video, I'm just going to select both over here. And the output folder, I'm going to select that on my desktop as my test folder. So my traffic counts and my annotated videos will be exported to the test video. Now when I click start, I will be shown the first frame of that video and a prompt. If you see this prompt over here, it says draw approach line for eastbound. So every movement is going to require 2 lines. So first comes the approach line for my eastbound direction. I'm going to draw my approach line here like this across the screen. Now, this is the point where a vehicle has to pass in order to be classified as an eastbound vehicle. If I mess up, I can simply just draw the line again wherever I want. I don't have to hit backspace or left click or anything. You just simply redraw the line again. It will overwrite the previous one. If I'm happy with that line, I will press escape to confirm it. Now it's asking me to draw the eastbound left movement. But in this two-way count, I don't have any left movements, so I can just draw a straight line representing the left movement and no counts are going to be recorded on it. Then I'm going to be asked to draw the eastbound through movement. Okay, so I'm going to draw eastbound through somewhere over here. So that the vehicle, it will pass through the approach line and then it will pass through the movement line and it will go into the eastbound through class. I press escape to confirm it. Now it's asking for the eastbound right line. Again, I don't have a right turning movement. I can draw this line anywhere I want and it's not going to matter. And the eastbound U-turn movement, again, no need for that in this situation. This software can allow you to input up to 16 different lines because most typical situations are the 4-leg intersections that have 16 movements. Then there's a pedestrian line. So pedestrian line, again, is going to be a line that we draw such that pedestrians that are in the direction that you care about actually cross that line. So now I have confirmed that, so now we're on to the next approach. It's asking for the westbound, so I'm just going to go through the same technique. I'm going to draw the approach line first. I'm going to draw useless lines. Where it asks me to, I'm going to draw the through line next. And if at any point, if I messed up, let's say I was supposed to draw the through line, but I drew this line and I pressed escape and that's an error, I can just reset the approach by pressing R. This will ask me to then again go back to drawing the westbound approach line. Then I can redefine my lines in a better way if I felt initially I was doing it wrong. Now there's also the reset all. This is going to clear your previous approach lines as well. So you're going to have to start from the beginning if you pressed reset all. And cancel will just take you back to the input UI screen. So I'm going to draw the eastbound through line, the westbound right line, the westbound U-turn line, I don't really need that, and my pedestrian westbound line. And then once I've drawn all the lines, it's going to start processing. So the processing window is just showing me exactly what video I've imported, what is the name of the intersection in case I forget, which active directions I'm measuring, what the start time was, what my intervals are, basically a summary of all the inputs you had given it. If I press cancel at any point, it's going to save the partial results, right? It's going to ask me if I want to stop processing and return to setup. If I say yes, it's going to cancel, it's going to summarize everything, create the Excel sheets, and then it's going to say partial results are saved. So now I can go to that output folder, that test folder, and I can find that video was created, in fact. So this was a two-way count demo. We just made it 1 minute ago. So if I look at my QA video that was created, we can see how the cars are being detected and being counted across the lines. Okay, so this is the exact same video, and I've already gone through this entire process. So we can see how the cars are passing through all the lines that we defined earlier, and they are being counted. And after processing, it's going to give us this summary file in Excel format. So it's going to give us the summary file for the video which is processed. It's going to be in Excel format, and it's going to segregate all our counts into different classes. So in my video, in my demo video, I had cars, I had trucks, I had motorcycles, I had pedestrians. All of these were recorded, and I can look at the total field. This is just going to summarize everything. So it's drawn the diagram out for us. It's showing us 88 vehicles were counted in the eastbound through direction, 97 vehicles were counted in the westbound through direction. And my intervals are also showing up the way I defined them in my earlier run. This is pretty much the situation for a simple two-way count. Now the video or the software also processes four-legged intersections that are a little more complicated, but if you do all your definitions correctly, the vehicles will be detected and they will be counted every time they cross the appropriate line. We can look at highway segments as well. For example, this is a highway segment. And if I'm interested in the lane by lane counting, I can use the left, through, and right movements and actually label individual lanes with that. That way I'll actually have lane-wise counts. Right? I did the same thing over here. I put a separate movement across each lane of my highway, just so that in case I'm interested in how many vehicles per lane I'm counting in my sample video. The AI detection is pretty reliable. The counts are accurate. You can see if we zoom into how the vehicles are being counted. This would save you a lot of time and give you reliable results. Now, if you have further questions about this software, you could just leave a comment, message us, give us an email at support@arterials.com. And we have an entire user manual. You can go to the website at arterials.co, go to our AI traffic counting software. We have lots of interesting resources over here. You can download it and you can go through our user guide. Now the user guide just goes into in-depth of everything I just talked about over here, starting from how to install, how to activate your license, and how to draw all the lines that we just discussed in this video. So if you want to read through it, this is a useful resource for you as well.